Hi Geminis, happy birthday! This is your birthday month for some of you. Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk about the transits in June. Let's see what June is gonna do with us. On the very first day of June, we have the conjunction of Jupiter and North Node. Yeah, the planet of luck and the destiny point are conjunct on the third degree of Taurus, and that means it's in your 12th house. So expansion when it comes to like 12th house matters for you, like that is like the house of 12th house is like house of rest, isolation, subconscious, creativity, sleep. Yeah, so I guess it's gonna show itself in terms of creativity, because I know a lot of Geminis that are super creative. Yeah, so try to use this to the maximum. And another thing I wanted to mention is that even though this conjunction is like nice, it's really good in the 12th house, but it's receiving a tense aspect. It's like imagine having spears pointed at it, like from two sides, by Pluto and Mars, and they are in your ninth and third house. Yeah, ninth and third houses. So I guess it's like your philosophy, your beliefs, and then your thoughts, and they are like in conflict with your subconscious. I don't know, like yes. Let me know how it's affecting you guys, because in my case, yes, I can really feel this aspect in my chart, but for me it's in a different house, so I wonder how it's affecting the Geminis in the 12th house. Okay, sorry for being like vague about this description, because like it's just the 12th house, it's very mysterious, it's like it's very nebulous. It's ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is like very foggy, so like you can't see anything and when it's foggy, right? It's subconscious. Yeah, okay, so anyway, next on June 3rd and June 4th, depending on where you live, we have a full moon in Sagittarius, on the 13th degree of Sagittarius. Yeah, for you guys, that is your relationship house. Yeah, so something about your relationships. I mean, full moons, like regular normal full moons, they are not like major dramatic culminations like lunar eclipses, but it's still something minor. And you're gonna see some result. Yeah, like if you've been working on something, you're gonna see that, or if you've been, I don't know, like fighting with your partner, you guys are gonna make up, or like the opposite, you guys are fine and then you guys are gonna have a fight around this full moon. Yeah, because full moons, they make everyone crazy and emotional. Yeah, if you've paid attention, like you probably noticed that everyone is a bit like, I don't know, moody around full moon. Yeah, so like, yeah, in my case, for example, when there was a full moon in my 7th house, like nothing major really happened, so the same might happen in your life. Yeah. Okay, so what else? Okay, no, you might actually feel something, because this full moon and the sun, they are making a square to Saturn. Yeah, so for Gemini, Saturn is in the 10th house right now. So you and your partner might be arguing over your career. Yeah, because there is this tense and nasty tense aspect. Like, yeah. So imagine like 3 people pointing a gun like at each other, all of them. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And we have 2 of those at this full moon. In the chart of this full moon, we have 2 green, no, not green, 2 red triangles, and that's nasty. So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself around this full moon, make sure you get enough sleep and rest. I mean, it can be hard to sleep when it's full moon, but anyway, don't drink a lot, don't go crazy. Yeah, okay. Next, on June 4th, we have, oh wait, no, full moon, I forgot to mention something. So if your birthday is on June 3rd or 4th, that means you will have this full moon in your solar return chart Do you know solar returns? If not, I would recommend checking it out. So basically, solar returns are like the snapshot of the skies when the sun returned to the exact point that it was at the time of your birth. I mean, like, so on your birthday, yeah, and you can use this chart to see like how your year is going to be. Yeah. So when you have a full moon on your birthday, it can mean that there's going to be some kind of culmination in your life. Yeah, and something is going to like come to an end, not in a bad way. For example, maybe you are at your you finish working for this company and now you are moving on to a better paying job, something like that. Um, okay, next on June 4th we have Mercury conjunct Uranus in Taurus at 20 degrees. Mercury is your ruling planet, and Uranus is a nice planet. No, I mean, it's an awesome planet. It's like surprises, sudden flashes of brilliance. Yeah. So in your case, you might get like awesome ideas, original ideas, and they happen like a lightning out of nowhere. Yeah. Okay. Now on June 6th we have Venus entering Leo, and this is going to activate the Jupiter Mars Pluto T-square that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, so this aspect has been around since like May. Yeah, it has been tense. I don't know how about you guys, but like for a lot of people I noticed that this has been pretty tense. Yeah, and the thing is, this Venus, when it enters Leo, it's going to activate it again. Yeah, kind of like open the wound again, accidentally or unintentionally. Yeah, so, and this is going to be until mid-June, so stay patient. Next, on June 12th, Mercury enters Gemini and Pluto re-enters Capricorn. Now, let's talk about Mercury. Mercury is your ruling planet, so when it's in Gemini, it feels super comfortable and it's gonna be like a nice time for you. But like, and also, Mercury was retrograde, from late April until like mid-May, so it has been weak. It was like after it went direct, it was in the shadow zone, but now in June, it's going to be at its maximum strength. And what that means is it's a good time to sign contracts. You can be sure that the terms of the contract are not going to change and further along. And then you can buy electronics. Yeah, you can be sure that they're not going to malfunction, they're not going to break or anything. Yeah. So, and also Mercury in when it's in Gemini, it's in your first house, so it can be a good time to use this for writing. Yeah, your mind is going to be crazy active. I know Geminis have active minds, but it's going to make it even more active. Yeah. Okay, and then Pluto re-enters Capricorn. I mean, Pluto is so far away from us, we barely feel it. Yeah, but it's worth mentioning it. So it's going to re-enter Capricorn. It's going to be in your 8th house, and 8th house is like transformations, sharing resources. Yeah, like 8th house is like a heavy house. Yeah, so if you have any planets that are in the last degrees of Cancer, you might feel this aspect. Yeah, some people, they may have Venus in the last degrees of Cancer. Yeah, you guys are gonna feel the intensity from Pluto in relationships. Those of you who do not have any planets in the late degrees of Cancer, you guys are not really gonna feel it. Yeah, so next, June 18th, we have a new moon in Gemini on the 26th degree. So those of you who were born on June 18th, happy birthday. And you have a new moon on your birthday chart and in your solar return chart. I mentioned this when I was talking about the full moon, but like for the new moon, it means that this year there's going to be something new in your life. My cousin, Her birthday is on June 18th, and she told me that she's pregnant. Yeah, so this year she's going to become a mom. So you get the idea of like what having a new moon means in your birthday chart. Okay, so on the same day, Saturn turns retrograde. So Saturn is in Pisces currently, and it's in your 10th house. So yeah, everything career related, work, social status, responsibility, and things like that. Yeah, so it's going to turn retrograde until October. So yeah, I mean, you're not gonna really feel it. Okay, next, June 20th, Venus enters shadow zone on the 12th degree of Leo. Okay, now this is interesting because Venus is going to turn retrograde next month in July. And so if you want to meet new people, I mean, like potential partners, yeah, I would, or if you want to get married, do so until June 20th, because after that, Venus starts getting into the shadow zone, and it's not really recommended. Also, if you are thinking of getting a plastic surgery done or anything like aesthetic that has anything to do with like beauty and looks and style, don't do that after June 20th. I mean, like, it's not recommended. So do all those things until before June 20th. Yeah, your plastic surgery is gonna be fine. It's not gonna be a botched procedure or anything. Yeah. Okay, so I mentioned that, and so yeah, and Venus is in your 3rd house, so it's gonna you're going to be like extra flirty. Yeah, it's cute. Next, on June 21st, Sun enters Cancer, summer solstice. Yay! Can you believe that it's already, like, the days are gonna start getting shorter already? Yeah, I don't know why, but that depresses me a little bit. Okay, on June 27th, Mercury enters Cancer. It spent only like 2 weeks in your sign, and now it's gonna enter your 2nd house. Yeah, the house of income and stuff. So the focus is gonna slowly start shifting from your personality, your 1st house, to the matters of the 2nd house. So finances, you're gonna start thinking more about the finances, stability, self-worth, and like, yeah, I would say mostly finances. Okay, so that is how the month of June is going to end. Mercury is going to come super close to the Sun. They're going to be conjunct on the 1st of July, but that's like for the July horoscope. Okay, so as I said, this month is dominated by that T-square until like at least the middle of it. Yeah, so be patient. We're almost done with it. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the month of June, and I'll see you guys in July. Bye bye.